Okay, I have neglected this corn and squash bed long enough. We're gonna peek into here and I see a lot of cucumbers growing in. We're gonna snippy snip snip. This one was a little unlucky. Half frog. All right, I cleaned it up a little bit, just cleaned up some weeds and some extra vines that we don't need and picked a bunch of cucumbers. Okay, so we might get some corn, maybe. And there's a pumpkin growing over here, coming out that way. All right, time to look at the zucchini and lemon cucumber bed. All right, I cleaned up the delicata squash and lemon cucumber bed, so it's a lot neater, a lot nicer, a lot more spacious, airy, so things can breathe. We do have some delicata squash growing here. I got some things trellised up so they can start growing upwards if they so desire. Hello, this is me, the end of September. This delicata squash actually came from the bed on the other side of the property. I also got some more basil because I need to make some more pesto, but that's all I have for you today. And now I have to go and do some homework because I still have like 5 hours of homework to do. All right, this is what my counter looks like right now. Okay, I want to add a little update to my corn, what's going on with the corn. I noticed something really interesting here. It kind of, I don't know what happened. The kernels have been exposed. Oh, okay, it looks like this is dried out. Maybe it was just ready to pick and I missed it. This is so weird, it's coming out of the stalk. Is that normal? That is so weird. Hold on. I don't know, I'm a little confused. It's coming out of this one too. If any corn growers want to help me out with that, I'd like to know. All right, these ones are not coming, you know, these ones are not in the stalk. They're coming out from the stalk. This one's pretty hard. It feels like this is full. This one also feels like it's very full of kernels. You know what? I think this is one plant. I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to be that way. I'm not. It's coming out of the stalk. I'm confused. Okay, here's one. The reproductive organs have browned over, they're crusty. Maybe this one is ready to harvest. Yeah, I think I picked this too soon, but it was still edible and it tasted really good after I boiled it for a little bit. Here's me doing a taste test and the flavor definitely passes, but it would have benefited from a little bit more growing. Here's an update some days later. I think this is the color the kernels are supposed to be. This is a red sweet corn variety. And I found at least one that was green on the outside and the biggest one yet. All are from the same variety, but let's see what it looks like on the inside. It's like unwrapping a present that keeps getting smaller and smaller. Okay, so the kernels are white. This could be a case of genetic variation in the seeds I got and or I harvested too soon. We can see that not all the kernels are fully developed. However, there definitely was uneven watering and probably other stress factors leading to the uneven kernel growth. Remembering that I did plant these late and there was also the turkey factor. Here's a shot of all the zucchini that I recently harvested because they were getting way too big. They're still edible but not as flavorful, so I'm going to be giving them away to the neighborhood. There's also some various cucumbers in this mix. This zucchini I'm going to cut up and dehydrate for winter ingredients. So, quick little show of some of the grapes that are here. These are table grapes. And if you look closely, we have a lot of grapes. I just picked a bunch from this little section right here and there's still a bunch left. And this is actually really great news because last year we had like a bunch of apples still on the trees in November, but it's October and the majority of the apples are all gone. So like we're pretty much done with fruit except for the grapes. The grapes are still here, which is awesome. And actually we have persimmons coming in. These are table grapes. But we also have pond corn grapes as well, I think. Alright, it's time to look at that pumpkin after we've had some frosty nights. The leaves are looking really sad, but as you can see, the pumpkin is a pumpkin. There's another pumpkin back there, and another one over there. This one is the biggest and the plumpiest, but I don't think it's ready to harvest just yet. Our little compost pile pumpkin patch. Yeah, I had to move that one because it was sitting on the chicken wire. This one over here, which we think is a cross between a crookneck squash and a pumpkin, is still hanging in there. Curious to what you'll taste like. So here are one of the tomato beds. I think the only thing left that I have to do with these are to harvest all the rest of the tomatoes and collect the seeds for next year, and then I'll compost the rest of it. And the other tomato bed, as we can see, lots of tomatoes that are still here. Very plump, very tomatoey. I also need to collect the seeds for the nasturtium and calendula, whatever's left. I don't think we'll be getting any Brussels sprouts, and that was probably in part for putting all the cole crops and leafy crops in the same bed. So it attracted a lot of the same pest insects, so it wasn't hard for that to get out of hand. I did, however, collect some of the lettuce seeds. Here's some left, and there's still some carrots left, so I can still dig those up, but I kind of want them to go to seed so I can have some carrot seed for later. But as you may know, carrots are biennial, so I have to wait till next year for them to go to seed. Strawberry bed still has some strawberries, but it looks like I lost a strawberry or two. And then this smells like a lemon balm. We have some more calendula seeds right there, more calendula. So yeah, I do have some extra strawberries that I can plant to fill in the gap. So I'll do that when it is necessary. This is the best corn bed I ever had, and I did plant these late, so I'm not going to beat myself up about it, but it's some experience, and I'll use those EXP points to have better corn in the future. After the frost, we can see that a lot of the foliage has been hit really hard, and we can now see the rest of the fruit that's left over. We have some delicata squash, and there's still some lemon cucumbers. I'm going to pick those today and give them to my neighbor. Thanks for watching. We're going to pick this back up in the next video and harvest those pumpkins, so keep an eye out for that, and I'll see you next time. Live long and prosper.